Hello friends, in the last section we saw about the waterfall model, and today we will be seeing something about the V model. So let us begin. So in today's section we'll be going to see that we'll be learning about the V model, that is the verification and the validation model. Then we will be seeing about the different stages and the corresponding validation activities for this V model. And lastly, we'll be seeing the advantages and disadvantages of using a V model. So what is V model? V model means the verification and validation model. Just like the waterfall model, this V-shaped life cycle is a sequential path execution of the process. Testing of the product is planned in parallel with the corresponding phase of development in V model. So each first phase must be completed before the next phase will begin. So model is one of the models from the many software development models. So basically, V model is an extension to the waterfall model and is based on the association of a testing phase for each corresponding development stage. This is a highly disciplined model, and the next phase only starts when we have completed the previous phase. So, having said this, let us see the different stages of this model. So, the various phases of the V model are as shown. So, first of all, there are requirements. So, requirement like BRS and SRS begin the life cycle model, just like the waterfall model. But in this model, before the development is started, a system test plan is created. The test plan will focus on meeting the functionality specified in the requirement grabbing. Then there is high level and low level design involved. So the high level design phase focus on system architecture and design. It provides the overview of solutions, platform, systems, product, and the services processes. An integration test plan is created in this phase as well as in order to test the pieces of the software system ability to work together. The low level design phase is where the actual software components are designed. It defines the actual logic for each and every component of the system. So the class diagram with all the methods and relation between classes come under LLD. Component tests are created in this phase as well. The implementation phase is again where all coding takes place. Once coding is complete, the path of execution continues up the right side of the V, where the plans developed earlier are now put to use. So each corresponding development activity will have a corresponding testing activity. So if you see the business requirement is having the acceptance testing. So when the acceptance testing, in the acceptance testing, all the business requirements are covered, and system requirements will cover all the system test requirements for the system being built in this, and system testing will test for all those as a whole. In integration testing, it will integrate different modules and we will be testing the interfaces between them. And unit testing is generally done by the developers after their design or coding is complete. So let us now see some advantages of the V model. So it is simple and easy to use. The testing activity like planning, test designing happen before the coding takes place, and this will help us save a lot of time. Hence, there are high chances of success over the previous model, that is the waterfall model. There is proactive defect tracking in this, that is the defects are found at earlier stages, which is helpful in fixing them. Then it avoids the downward flow of the defects. Again, it works well for small projects where requirements are easily understood beforehand. So there are also some disadvantages of the V model. So it is very rigid and least flexible. So there is no actual prototype of the software being produced. So the software is developed in the implementation. There is no prototype being developed. And if any changes happen in the midway, then the test document along with the requirement document has to be updated as a whole. So having said this, when we now will see when to use the V model. The V-shaped model should be used for small and medium-sized projects where the requirements are clearly defined or they're earlier fixed. The V-shaped model should be chosen when where there are ample technical resources available with all the needed technical expertise. Also, high confidence of customer is required for choosing this V-shaped model approach. Since there are no prototypes are produced, there is a very high risk involved in meeting the customer's requirement when they're using this type of model. So that's all for the model from us, and thanks a lot for watching our video. So we also own a site having Let's Learn, and we have a YouTube channel named Geeky Rabbit where we will be posting stuff related to the software testing. So thank you for all. Thank you for today, and we will be coming up with next some interesting stuff in next section.